So it looks like we have some changes coming to the Division 2 Incursion. I had a feeling this was going to happen due to so many players being able to either solo or one-shot the Incursion. I'm all about players being able to do things in the game solo or in a group, but some things require team play. And I still think there will be a player who will be able to pull this off. It just got a lot harder. So there were a lot of changes in 19.1 for the Incursion. One being the weekly chest reset. So there was an issue where the box wouldn't reset. Just so you guys know, they're going to fix that issue for the weekly chest not resetting on Tuesday. If you have multiple keys, which I think I do, in your inventory, you can open that weekly chest until there is no more keys in your inventory. So I think that means you'll be able to open it over and over and over. Now, they did say players will be able to earn 1 key per week. So that's how it'll go going forward. And the chest will reset on Tuesdays. Now, they fixed the issue where a mission objective can remain stuck on secure the area after eliminating all enemies on the last boss. So I never had that issue, but that would probably drive me crazy if that happened. They fixed the amount of damage that can be done to bosses is now capped to prevent Moss, Wright, Martinez, and Johnson from being killed with a single shot. So a lot of those videos where you saw players speedrunning, one-shotting, that no longer will be the case, because even if they were running something that could one-shot, the NPC will be capped. So not sure if it's just going to use the full mechanics of having to do 4 DPS phases on right like you usually do. So looks like things will be changing, so you no longer will be able to one-shot an NPC anymore. So if you've been using that mechanic to get through the Incursion, highly recommend watching my flawless run where we don't use any one-shots, and it's probably going to be the more realistic way for you guys to complete it going forward. But again, speedrunners will figure out a way to make it a little bit faster, so I'm sure you guys can just keep an eye out for that. But ideally, the one-shot Busy Bee, using the gunslinger holster, using the Regulus will no longer be effective on the Incursion, since they are capping the amount of damage you can do to one boss. So what I think will be happening is maybe they'll cap how much the damage that one boss can take from a bullet. We'll just have to wait and see, because the boss that actually comes up right here, I'm worried about him a little bit more than other ones because of the fuel tanker, but we don't one-shot him anyway, so it shouldn't affect our playstyle, but we'll have to see how all the mechanics change tomorrow. But with that being said, since they are doing that, leaderboards will be being reset, because they said leaderboards reset due to data tracking inconsistency and then changes made to the boss's HP. So have to see what happens there. They fixed the issue where the open world difficulty affected the scaling of some of the NPC skills. I noticed not really the skills, but I noticed like if we had any of the directives on, like the special ammo, sometimes the enemies would have special ammo. Now they fixed the issue where the directives remaining active and affecting gameplay. I did notice that though, I did notice that. Now, if you notice, some of the raid exclusive items like the Eagle Bearer and the Ravenous were actually dropping in the Incursion. Well, they are fixing that. They fixed the issue caused the final chest and boss drop raid exclusive items. So you no longer will be able to get the Eagle Bearer or the Ravenous. So those were most of the Incursion changes that were happening. They did update some of the gear and weapons. They updated the description of the collector exotic chest piece talent. And then they automatically regenerate a grenade every 30 seconds if you have less than 2 grenades in your inventory. So a couple small changes right there for 19.1. And it seems like this update was really focused on tuning the Incursion, getting it right so players can enjoy it and not one-shot enemies anymore. So it got a little bit tougher, but if you know the mechanics and you've been playing it kind of the same style that you're seeing here that we're playing it, you should be perfectly fine. I got to know in the comments, what do you guys think about the changes coming to 19.1 for the Division 2 Incursion and not being able to one-shot enemies anymore? So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Let me know in the comments, and that is your 19.1 patch notes for the Division 2. See you guys in the next one. Nothing but skills out.